MMI was formed from the merger of Momentum and Metropolitan in 2010.
Right, and it's got all the usual businesses, as you'd expect in a long-term asset gatherer. It's got some life business, it's got some retirement business, some healthcare administration, employee benefits, etc., etc., etc. Sizable player too.
37.1 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of just over 12, dividend yield here of 6.7%. Do you want to look at the share price graph before we kick off with our conversation, considering we've only got 6 minutes left for the show?
Yeah, look, it has had a bit of a slump in the second half of the chart there, and I'm not entirely sure what that is, other than that perhaps prior to it they had been enjoying quite significant earnings enhancement as a result of the merger synergy savings. So Nicholas Kruger and his colleagues did well for a while there, and since then people have been a bit distressed by the slightly lower returns on their investment savings internal to the business as well.
And the short-term business, which was a new upside business, if you get short-term insurance wrong, you can bleed, and they bled.
Do you think that this group can right itself and become a solid player against the likes of the Old Mutuals and the Sanlams?
I think it has got certain niches in which it operates where there is some competitive advantage. The historical Metropolitan business at the lower end, funeral cover, Momentum has got certain niche products more at the higher end. But they also have got a very conservative way in which to manage their capital, which don't give you that extra juice that some equity investments give you, which in bad times like right now gives you stability, but in the good times,
it's not exciting enough for you.
Done well, it doesn't give you that upside.
Just a quickie, I know we're short of time, is there seems to be quite a lot of movement at the level of its shareholders. So RMI is starting to sort of retailer its portfolio. RMI owns 25% roughly of MMI, also owns a big chunk of Discovery. So that's perhaps something to watch. It's not necessarily going to affect the MMI share price though.
Correct. I think there's more activity at the RMI level. And remember RMH as well, with the stake in Atterbury, for instance. So the shielding here I think is relatively stable when it comes to these company shares.
Hot or not, JP?
It's trading at a slight discount to embedded value, but not a high enough return on embedded value to get me excited, so not hot.
Cool, hot or not?
Yeah, I'm going to pass on this one too, so not hot for me.